Hi, I'm joined by Charlie Scibetta, and we're here at Nintendo to talk about the Wii U, 3DS, and some of Nintendo's plans for the future. So, how's the show been going so far?
The show's been going great for Nintendo. We really tried to deliver information in a new and kind of targeted way this year for our audiences. We did the Wii U software showcase right here in our booth before the show even opened. So we got to have the developers who made the games talk to the media, and they could actually immediately after hearing about them play the games right there, which is really when the Nintendo games come to life and shine, is when you can get that hands-on experience and try them out for yourself.
Right. Speaking of games specifically on the Wii U, are we going to see more of the classic games coming to the Wii U soon?
Well, you have this year, between now and the holiday, a lot of classic franchises, classic IP of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Super Mario 3D World, so obviously Mario there, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. So these are classic franchises and characters that people know and love, but as long as we add new gameplay dynamics and new features to them, it's like an entirely new IP. So it's really the best combination of the two. It's new gameplay dynamics with the characters you know and love.
Right, and yeah, you just came out with Super Metroid, I believe, or it just came out, what, a month ago or so for the Wii U?
Which one?
Super Metroid.
Super Metroid, I'm not familiar with Super Metroid.
Yeah, wow, it's a good one. You should check it out. Anyway, but do you guys recode all of that, or could we just see like every Nintendo game ever dumped on the eStore?
Well, you'll see the classic franchises and characters brought back when the developers have a new creative vision on how they want to bring it to life. Okay. And so when we have a game like Super Mario 3D World that can take unique advantage of the hardware capabilities of the Wii U and the gamepad and Miiverse, that's when you'll see it come, and that's what our development philosophy has been up till now.
Gotcha. So it is specifically you want to add something new rather than just release the old games?
Exactly. We want to make sure that we're reinventing the game each time we make it and bringing something new to the platform.
Gotcha. And so last year was Nintendo with the hardware. This year was Sony and Microsoft. What do you guys think about the next-gen consoles?
Well, we really try to focus on what we're doing. We're excited about the Wii U. We're excited about people, really knowing how to develop for it now. We're almost a year into it now, and so you're seeing people really take advantage of what the hardware is capable of doing. A title like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is so gorgeous to look at, and the team there at Retro has done a great job of utilizing the hardware there. So it's truly a next-gen platform, and we're seeing the games now that can take advantage of it.
So are we going to see, or do you have any idea on a number of how many Wii U titles we'll see for the rest of the year?
I don't have an exact count for you, but I can tell you that between now and the holidays, in August, for example, we have Pikmin 3. Next month we have Wonderful 101. We have Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. We've got Super Mario 3D World. We've got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. So really every month there's a big title hitting, and software drives hardware. So we're hoping that the momentum for Wii U picks up with all these software releases. That's what we saw happen on Nintendo 3DS. Once the software started rolling around, like just in the last couple months, we've had great results with Animal Crossing being the closest one. Just launched on Sunday. It's doing great already.
So what do we have with the 3DS? I know you have the Zelda game coming. Seemed like kind of the Wii U reveals were the big news here at the show, though. So what's in store for the 3DS?
Pokemon X and Y is actually one that we're real excited about. That'll be coming out this holiday. And we actually did a full roundtable on that, so you could hear the developers from the Pokemon group talk about it and take people through the paces on that.
Right.
Then Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds is a great one. And that has an interesting art style where you actually can have the character morph into the wall as artwork, and he can move, Link can move and solve puzzles that way, and then re-emerge from the wall. And that's one of the cool things about the Zelda franchise, is that you'll see different art styles from game to game as the developers figure out what the best look is to help bring the story to life.
So we've seen a lot of the first-party stuff. Are we going to see more third-party stuff coming to the Wii U as well?
Yeah, we have great third-party representation here in the booth. We have Activision, Ubisoft, Sega, Disney, Warner Brothers. And so we're going to continue to see cross-platform games from them, ideally that take a unique advantage of the hardware, and also exclusives like a Disney Planes or a Sonic Lost Worlds that really are focused only on our system because they're tailor-made for what the hardware is capable of doing.
Are we going to see, with the more downloadable stuff like Super Metroid, which you should check out, it's a good game, are we going to see more memory options, hard drive type stuff?
Well, right now we have the 8 gigabyte and the 32 gigabyte deluxe version. The deluxe comes with Nintendo Land.
Right.
You can certainly download games digitally to those hard drives. And so that's what we currently have in the market. No further announcements in terms of memory or other configurations at this time.
Does that include bundles and things like that?
Yeah, we will do bundles at retail sometimes around the holidays or at different points during the year. No announcements on specific bundles now, but it's something that Nintendo oftentimes does.
Gotcha. So any word on price drops or anything?
No, nothing to announce on price drops. We feel like the games that we have coming out between now and the holidays, and then into 2014 as well, when you got Kart and Smash and Bayonetta 2, these are big time franchises that we think are going to create a lot of interest in the platform. So nothing to announce on price, but a lot of news to talk about with software.
Speaking of software, this year, at least so far, it's been kind of slow to get games out. Is that going to be changing? Have developers just taking their time with it? Why are we seeing games now as opposed to 6 months ago?
Well, Nintendo made a conscious decision. We had titles that were scheduled to come out in the first half of calendar year 2013. We decided to move those into the second half just because we wanted to make sure the quality was there. Yeah, exactly. Pikmin's a perfect example of that. And that's really because Mr. Miyamoto has such a high quality bar. Before he puts the Nintendo name on it, before he puts the Pikmin name on that game, for example, or Zelda or Mario or anything else, he wants to make sure that it's up to Nintendo standards. And so I feel good about that decision, that even though it was, we would like to have had some of those launches in the first half of the year, it was definitely the right decision to wait until they're ready. And now we're going to be able to enjoy the benefit of that here in the second half.
So E3 is kind of, it's a showman event. Like you see the games and all that, but it's also a lot of flash and smoke and mirrors. Were you guys ever thinking about just announcing Zelda, Mario, everything, and then it could be a year or two?
Well, we've made the conscious decision to announce a lot of our game news in Nintendo Directs coming up to the show. Right. Not try to compete with the noise of the other announcements, but we do love E3 for the fact that you get to have this great opportunity to have a booth full of gamers. Right. You can have all the games shown, and that's where the Nintendo games really shine, is when you can try them. It's also why we decided to go to Best Buy and have the games that are here at E3 also available for consumers that can't make it here to E3. So we did a steady drumbeat of news up till the show, and then at the show we decided for this year to really make it about the games and showing the games and playing the games.
So do you guys, are you happy with not doing the Nokia Theater thing, or would you maybe do it again in the future?
Sure, all options are open for the future. We haven't made any decisions yet about what kind of presence we would have in the future when it comes to the delivery of news, but this year really worked out well for us to do tailored events for certain audiences. We did the business partner presentation over at the Nokia for retailers and publishers and analysts, and we gave them the kind of information they wanted in the style that they wanted to hear it, as opposed to the editors who cover gaming real closely. The Wii U Software Showcase was the right way to do it for them. And if you're a Pokemon fan, the developer roundtable we did on Tuesday night was the perfect way to go deep on that game for an hour. So basically we tailored our message based off who we were talking to.
Gotcha. And thinking of, you hear a lot about numbers and sales. How are the numbers from Nintendo's point of view for the Wii U sales?
We'd like them to be higher. And we think that once these software titles start getting into the market, that will drive momentum for the hardware itself too. You saw that with Nintendo 3DS. Once the software started arriving, then the hardware numbers picked up. And we're actually enjoying a great year on 3DS this year on software sales. So we're optimistic that the same will happen for Wii U.
So when the next gen console is coming out, are you looking at them as competitors or just peers?
Well, we really look at time as our biggest competitor. You have so many things in the day that you need to do in terms of work or go to school or eat, sleep, and then you have so many hours of that you can do whatever you want. So what Nintendo tries to do is just make gameplay experiences that are compelling enough that in those hours, those few hours you have per day, that you can do whatever you want. You're picking up our consoles, you're picking up our handhelds, and enjoying the gameplay experiences that we put together. So our biggest competitor is time, and competitors change from year to year in terms of movies or books or video games, and the systems certainly change, but as long as we stay true to doing what we do, we think we're going to be all right.
All right. Well, thank you for your time and good luck.
All right, thank you.